Hi, my name is Laura Broyles, and today I'm going to be discussing Google News Search and current events in the classroom. So let's get started. What is it? Google News brings together news from over 4,500 different sources from around the world in one place. News items are refreshed every 15 minutes. With Google News, you can quickly browse the top stories or easily search for a specific topic. You can personalize your news page to see only the stories that interest you most, or have customized news alerts sent directly to your email. In the classroom, the students can use the Google's News Search to compare and contrast current events from a variety of sources. They can find primary documents related to historical events over the past 200 years, and they can access the news from any mobile device. Teachers can customize their front page to stay informed about topics they may teach. You can quickly show students how to examine bias and reliability in the news. Some instructional ideas. In the elementary classroom, you could find a top news story from a different country each day of the week and save a photo related to the article. You can write brief captions for each photo and display on a bulletin board the world this week. In middle school, you could have students compare and contrast articles on a single event from different resources, such as the New York Times, The Guardian Unlimited in the UK, and the People's Daily Online China. In high school, in foreign language classes specifically, you could start each day reading aloud or translating a top news story from an appropriate foreign news source. Some of the pros and cons with Google News Search. The pros, you have access to multiple types of news from local to global. There are customizable features, and you can read in multiple languages. Some of the cons for elementary students, the site is very busy. There's a lot of information on the page, and students could easily get distracted or lost. The images are smaller, so that may not be as good for younger students as well. One way the Google News Search could be beneficial for diverse learners would be for the ESL students. They could read the same article in English and their native language. They could compare the two, look at the differences, learn new words in English when they look back at their native language and be able to translate. So let's take a look at Google News Search. If you'll log into your Google account, you'll be able to customize your news feed. So just if you're going to Google, you would type in Google News Search, or you can go to news.google.com. Either way will bring you to the site. And let's look at some of the features. Over here, you can see that you can personalize your news. So let's say I want more world news than I have, and I always want to see US news. Maybe I don't want to see very much business. So you can move these up and down as you please to your satisfaction. You can also type in, since I teach math, I may want to have news on mathematics or teachers. Teach for America. or social studies topics. And again, I can adjust how often I want to see those. You can also adjust your sources. So if you want to get more information from Fox News, maybe less information from CNN, more for ESPN, you can customize those as well. And on the side, you have your weather here. That would be a great tool for the elementary, the kindergarten, first grade classroom. You can look at the weather for the day and for tomorrow. You can talk about yesterday and today. You can have information specified for your local news. So we have Kentuckiana here. And then you could have a specific resource that you want to look at. Maybe you want information from National Geographic, so you can go there. You could also add resources. So let's say we want to get the Career Journal. So we could add that to ours. We could even look at a more local resource. So those are some of the personalized features. You can also, it has your top stories and then your world news and US news, and you just can scroll down and look at the different categories, or you can click over here and it'll take you specifically to those categories. One of the features I did not like was the images are not very large, and I think for younger students that's important. They like those larger images to see. You can change the language that you want to read. So if we wanted to read in Spanish, we could change the language to Spanish and read an article in Spanish. This would be great for any foreign language class. You can also change your look. So if you just want the headlines, you don't want pictures, you could do that. You could have more compact. You could even do a classic version. Or you can go back to the modern. You can also set up Google Alerts. So in your Google account, let's say you want to look up information on the revolution. You want any information on the typhoon, okay? And you want it from the news and as it happens, and then you can create an alert and it'll send you an email anytime there's a new story on this topic. So this has been an overview of Google News Search. Hopefully you found some useful information that you can use in your classroom.